Good morning. It is Wednesday, Hump Day, May 15th. It's the GGHOP, the Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast. We're going to start the show with the joke water pistol, some rapid fire comedy for you in the morning. Here we go. First from the AP, Fuji Kawaguchiko, Japan. The town of Fuji Kawaguchiko has had enough of tourists, known for a number of scenic photo spots that offer a near-perfect shot of Japan's iconic Mount Fuji. The town on Tuesday began constructing a large black screen on a stretch of sidewalk to block the view of the mountain. And several other tourist hotspots are following suit, like the Sydney Opera House in Australia, the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, and Michelangelo's David in Italy. Next, from Fox News 35, Orlando Lake City, Florida, Haley Blunt, 24, is facing charges of burglary, criminal mischief, and child neglect, authorities said in a news release. But police were not surprised at all, as they've dealt with Haley Blunt several times before. Police spokesman said they get calls at least twice a week from Lake City residents complaining of a loud, dirty blunt on their lawn. Oh. Blunt. From the UPI. A Virginia woman bought a lottery ticket for the first time in her life and ended up winning $50,000. And if you listen closely, you can hear the collective shout of most people who've played lottery most of their entire lives saying, "Fuck you."
That's right.
From Yahoo! Located in PC Hoofstraat, next to Amsterdam's famous Vondel Park, the indoor space advertised for $528,000. The Dutch property website Funda NL. It's a parking space, and for those willing to fork out the amount, what do you get? A closed-in 18 square meter space that is well suited for wider cars, and there's enough space for chauffeur and passengers to step out of the vehicle. Now, what's funny is in San Francisco, that same spot costs half as much as its Dutch counterpart, and it too is an 18 square meter space well suited for wider cars, and there's enough space for chauffeur and passengers to step out and over feces. Never over. It's Poop Map. It's a real thing. A lot of fun. And finally, from ABC 6 in Ohio, Marysville, Ohio, more than $25,000 was found in the restroom at the Avalon Theater on Saturday. And then Thursday night, more than $12,000 was found in the restroom of a local KFC. Marysville Police Captain Nate Sachs said, "We're trying to figure out whose money it is and what possible connection it could be." Well, that's pretty easy, Captain Sachs. It's someone currently planning the murder of their money exchange team and Greasy Foods. Time for the theme song. Off on the internet, what do you see? Clickbait, politics dressed as comedy. Who's outraged? Who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to start the show, but there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast. Welcome back to the GGHOP, the Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast. I'm your host, Bill Gant, along with James Swinford.
Good morning.
And the beautiful Karen Haynes.
Good morning.
It's all sponsored by Wilson Farm Market in Arcadia. Fresh fried pies, chicken, the bread, the candy. We've talked about it. You know the deal. Right there on US 31 if you're local. And if you're from states around Indiana, you might just be driving here this weekend. Also, Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer
Right here in
Works.
Frankfurt. We're broadcasting live from the tap room at Frankfurt Beer Works in the Christian Ridge Historic District. It is Wednesday, hump day, halfway through the work week. How you guys doing?
Good.
Tired.
Tired. James, you work thirds.
Yeah, busy night. slept early in the morning yesterday. Fuck myself all up.
Got a little off the schedule.
Yeah.
But had some medicine this morning. Back on track.
Yeah, I'm back on track.
He's back on track.
Couple of laughs pre-show.
There we go. Karen, doing well?
Doing just fine. I stopped at a store the other day.
Yes.
And I noticed they had Christmas shit out.
What?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Discount
Where
place or
was
something?
this?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. Did they get started that early?
Yeah. Well, it was probably, I don't know why, but it was hanging, above shelves. So it's not like you could actually grab it to buy it.
Yeah.
But like when you see Garland, you know what Garland is. And I was wondering,
Oh, did it have
how
like
soon do they start
LEDs
putting out
with it or
stuff?
something? Because there's like a whole run on LED lights and stuff right now. I have no idea.
No. it was
So at
Garland.
Walmart, when do they put probably what, like
It's like a month and a half.
October-ish, end of October?
Nah, it's usually like a month and a half beforehand.
Okay,
Something like that.
earlier than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what, Hobby Lobby, I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
If you're there, you're way serious about
Something.
hobbies. And whatever you're making might take 6 months to make, right? Maybe?
good point.
I don't know.
Good point.
What did you grab at the Hobby Lobby? What were you grabbing? What was the stuff?
Flooring for the dollhouse I'm working on.
Oh, that's right. The dollhouse.
The refurb.
How's it coming along? So far, so
Coming
good?
along. I painted it yesterday.
Excellent. We need to put that on our Facebook page.
Yeah. You want a little mini video going through the rooms? Oh, I'd love to do that.
There
The
we go.
before and afters.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, God, I
See?
got great ideas now.
Because we might have several people out there interested in
I
dollhouses.
would really love to.
The
Yeah,
tiniest
sure.
homes.
The tiniest homes, real tiny homes. Well, fantastic. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway through the week. A little later on the show, I've got a brand new thing. Okay. Suggested by someone part of the crew. We should look at some state laws, some funky state laws. So we'll take a look at that.
Part of the crew. One of our cameramen.
That's right.
And the,
A very important person.
yeah.
So, reminder to everybody out there, if you'd like to win a shirt and $100 of the Wilson Farm Market Delicious Food, fry pies, jalapeno cheddar bread, macaroni and cheese loaf.
Check her out.
What's that weird? Scrapple. If you're into the Scrapple from Pennsylvania. Donuts. Fresh fruit. You just make a comment. YouTube, Rumble, X, Facebook.
Yeah.
And if we pick it this month, you're the winner. Got the shirt and the $100.
Feel free to put us down.
And also, don't forget, this Friday, very special show. Yours truly will be on vacation in an undisclosed location, far away from here. And these two wonderful people will be hosting your show on Friday. James is hosting, and Karen. I have no idea what's coming. It should be a lot of fun, but let's show up. Let's show them a good time. Let's help them out. So, very much looking forward to it. The vacation and the show. So, our first story from Fuji Kawaguchiko, Japan. So, in this town, there is a just spectacular view that you saw in the picture of the mountain just behind this like convenience store. And people come to this little neighborhood and you'll see. So there's the misbehaving tourist. Michi Motomocho. Oh, no, sorry. Michi Motomochi. That's her name. I didn't want to,
Oh, it's
owner of a cafe serving Japanese sweets called ohagi. Have you ever had ohagi? Sounds like ohogi.
Sounds like Oaxaca.
I think it sounds like it's got some beef to it. Ohagi. It's probably nothing. Okay, near to
Probably it's a hot dog.
maybe it is the ohagi hot dogs. Near to the soon-to-be blocked photo spot, Motomochi mentioned littering is a problem, crossing the road with busy traffic, ignoring traffic lights, and trespassing into private properties. Welcome to America. Like,
Right.
sorry. Is there a lot of tourists where
We
you
got
are?
we got Texas on line one.
Yeah, come on, people cross. Jaywalking is killing us. She isn't unhappy, though. 80% of her customers are foreign visitors. So there is that. When you put the black screen up, then the people aren't coming anymore. And back to barely making profit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I could,
I would capitalize on it.
Now, have either of you been to any world-famous landmarks like something like this? Have you been to some crazy statue, or have you gone on a trip when you were a kid, or you've been by something like this, a very touristy destination?
Oh yeah, like Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you just stop and look? Were you?
Oh, we went
take
down park,
photos?
walked around.
Okay.
We didn't do like a whole deal. We just went down for like a minute.
And is
It's
there-
fucking packed.
Is there a museum at the base of it? Right.
I
somewhere?
think there's like a little thing that's like a I don't know. There was like a couple. It was so fucking packed. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because when I played San Andreas, there was a little shop at the bottom of the Ganton
There
Bridge.
was. It was like a.
in
I
San
think it was one of
Fierro.
those ones where they would like rent out bikes and you could ride bikes up and around and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, touristy, big. Have you been to touristy spots?
Red River Gorge.
Red
in
River
West
Gorge.
Virginia? Yeah.
It's in West Virginia?
Yeah, West
Oh.
Virginia.
Okay.
But like that
River
whole
was-
area, it's a state park too. So
Yeah.
you
But it's
go over and
open.
Look at it. Yeah.
So not a lot of going to monuments
no
or
one's-
things like
no,
that. I've been to a few monuments. I went over. My son just asked me about this the other day. I went to England for a few weeks when I was in school, and then I had to walk a blind person through London one day, and it was tricky. Well, I never led a blind person. I mean, he had a stick and everything, and he could talk, and he was great. I mean, he didn't run into anything really. I mean, but
How'd you get into this? How'd you get into
I went on this overseas trip with Purdue for something. I thought it'd be fun, and we just went for like 6 or 8 weeks. Went to Cambridge, a school in Cambridge, and that year was the first year they did Cambridge. So every person that went on this trip went to Oxford, and then like 11 of us went to this other school. So it was really small. I got to know everybody. This kid name was Carrie. If he's out there somewhere, listen, maybe he's like, hey, Carrie, great guy. He's like a double major in like biology and like nuclear physics, but couldn't see, had this computer where he could just type all the notes in and stuff like that. But had a
Really?
cane, could walk, get around.
That's crazy.
It was really crazy. But I was telling my son, I'm be really truthful with you, like we're sitting around with these people, and then he was a really nice guy. And he maybe asked questions. You could look around and see like people are like, Carrie's kind of a nerd. Like, like that sounds great or something. Like he's easy to pick on, right?
You got nothing else to do.
You know what I'm saying? And so I remember everyone had these plans like the first weekend to go somewhere because we would only have school like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or something like that. You'd have the days off so you could travel. So people were all going places. And then Carrie was like, well, where are you guys going? Oh, where are you guys going? And people were like, well, we've already got tickets to Brussels, and like we probably can't take you. And so everybody's like shutting him out. And then in full disclosure, gonna be honest with you, what was I, 20 or something? I was trying to sneak out of the dorm and not take Carrie. Yes, I was. I'll tell the truth. Okay, I was trying to like slowly, and then he was in his room. He's like, Bill, is that you? And I'm like, man, I'm not doing this. This is evil. You can't do this. I'm like, hey, man, what's up? He's like, where are you going? I'm like, well, I've never been to London before, so I thought I'd go there today on the train. He's like, well, can I come with you? I'm like, sure. Because I just wanted to walk around and look around. I thought he was, I didn't, but it ended up, I had a good time. I learned a lot about blind people and how it works. It was a lot of fun. When we ate lunch, he took the can of whatever we had to drink, and they brought the glass, and I didn't know how they do that. Have you ever seen a blind person do it? Yeah, they put their fingers in there. That was cool. See, you already knew this. I'm still learning. But the exhausting part.
That's how I do it when I'm going to the bathroom at night, and then I have a cup in there, and I don't want to turn any lights on. I stick my finger in it to know like how far the water is.
Karen,
I know.
genius.
Deaf and could be blind.
Man, it's proactive. I
Yeah.
like what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm working it.
Man, nice work.
Preparing.
See, you knew this way before me. I had to travel all that way. The exhausting part was because we went to these things like Buckingham Palace outside.
So has he been blind this whole life, or was it something that just happened? Or was
I
it,
think
was
if
it
I
the-
remember right, it's his whole life. I mean, he is
Is
blind
it
in both eyes.
totally gone, or
No
is it-
vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, none. And
Do his eyes move back and forth?
a little bit, but they're
Does
yeah.
he wear black glasses?
No, didn't wear black glasses. No, and he had like normal kind of looking eyes, maybe a little cloudy, but nice guy. I mean, like handsome guy, wasn't like deformed or anything. He's totally fine. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, hey, man, I mean, he was not some like
He's not handicapped.
monster or
His
something.
Blind
No,
was
he's
his
totally
handicap.
fine.
Blind was his only handicap.
That's it. Yeah. And but the thing was, I've never been to London before, and now we're going to like Buckingham Palace, and
You're like, oh, there's this big blue sign. You're like, what's blue?
it was. Now I'm in mask. Here, this is hot. This is billowy. I get it, Rocky. Yeah. No,
Don't touch my face.
it really was. Yeah, just do not touch my face. Or you're not gonna ever love me. Seriously, your parents can see, and that's the problem. Great movie. I love that movie. But the description I was not ready for. I mean, he wanted to, well, now what's over there? I'm like, it looks like 14th century architecture. Looks like Rococo against the building, and there's some. It's a building, and it's red and tall.
You hadn't watched like any Rick Steves yet, so you didn't know how to.
Well, and it's all coming at me at once. I've never been here. It's not like I'm in my hometown. Like, hey man, this is that, and this is that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's around the corner like you. I'm just as blind as you. I'd never been here in my life. So, but it was a lot of fun with Carrie. Had a good time with Carrie.
Bunch of cool stuff.
Bunch of cool stuff. I did
bigger, cooler stuff. And old stuff.
I took my eyes off him one time.
Ooh.
One time, into the day, afternoon, hitting this last spot, then going to the train station and heading back home. And I took 2 seconds to take a picture of a place called Earl's Court.
And you lost him.
And Earl's Court is a like a convention center. And I only took a picture of Earl's Court because I had a poster at home of Led Zeppelin, and it's a show for Earl's Court.
Yeah.
And there I was in front of it. So I took a picture of it. As I take a picture of that, I look back over here to see he is takeoff walking, and the stick is not working, and there is a small pole.
The stick's not working.
There's a small pole that has an awning coming out from like a hotel
Oh,
next to the
no.
convention center, and this guy clubs it right in the middle. It's like 2.5. It wasn't like a massive thing, but he's like smiling, like dee dee dee, like boop, and like falls. I'm like, oh, Carrie, and I come back over there, and as soon as I get close, all the British people walking around, they all go like give me a disapproving look, like good job, dumb fuck. Like I didn't. This is the 1 second I didn't
Keep
watch
track
him.
of your guy,
1
Bill.
second.
You should have had one of those monkey
Accountability
backpacks
buddy.
on him
I did. I needed to.
and a little retractable leash.
But we were good the whole day. There was no problems. He didn't trip. I was watching. And he was. I mean, it's not his first day, so he was fine. I turned my back for 90 seconds to take a picture.
You still get bonus karma points for taking the guy out there.
Thank
There
you.
you go,
Thank
there
you.
you
Yeah,
go.
it was good. Good. And yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't leave. Bill, are you out there? No, I'm busy. Leave me alone. No, I couldn't do that. So, okay. So we went to several landmarks, and yes, my God, the amount of people and things like that. But again, that's why people come to wherever, I'm telling you this story.
Yeah.
If London just had, a fish and chips stand and a mall, I wouldn't have been there. Who cares? I mean, people are going to show up. I don't know. So 80% of the customers of this person comes there. And actually, the good news is, they were gone for a while because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So they're dying for people to come back, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and now they've just, it's working. Her neighborhood suddenly became a popular spot 2 years ago, apparently it wasn't even the spot to go to until somebody took a picture, like you saw, of Mount Fuji in the background, as if sitting atop a local convenience store, and it became a social media sensation known as Mount Fuji Lawson, because it's Lawson store. So that's why people come there, for that exact fun photo they've seen on X and other places that other people
Yeah.
have gone to, because there are a million places to take pictures of the mountain around the
Right.
city. I mean,
Right.
it's just this one spot. Last year, it said Japan had more than
It'll fade.
what you'd think, like
It'll
after a
fade.
while. That's what I was thinking. Why not just write it out? And eventually people are like, I'm not going to that stupid store one. They'll just give up.
But there'll always be like one or two stores that are just holding on to that shit that happened 30 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great until you get rid of them.
We survived.
Now no one comes.
We survived the ice storm.
And now you're selling the shirts out front. Hey!
Yeah.
Last year, Japan had more than 25 million visitors, and the number this year is expected to surpass nearly 32 million, a record from 2019, according to Japanese National Tourism Organization, and the government wants more. So they're happy that you're coming to Japan. They would love for you to be in Japan. Just don't take weed to Japan. I think they're nuts about that, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're like, that's the top level.
Yeah, they'll cut your balls off when you get there.
Yeah, you might as well be smoking heroin out of
Yeah.
a dolphin, because these
You're better
fuckers
off just
are
shooting
not
people.
okay.
You're better off shooting people.
Yeah, you might be better in Russia with
Yeah.
weed.
Yeah.
Seriously. Japan's weird about
Wow.
it. Very weird about the weed. But that gets me wondering, then they really need it.
Oh yeah.
God, we ought to be selling weed in Japan.
Everybody that's so anti that at some point. I was that way until I started drinking. Then I'm like, well, yeah, go ahead and hand it to me.
I feel bad for them because they do a lot of drinking and they stay up late and drink and they're tired at work and their whole lives. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? They could use a,
Oh no! If they started,
little chill.
if all of Japan started smoking, like just all the electronic companies would be out of business. You know?
These things don't work anymore.
Yeah, everybody
or
just-
would they become amazing though? Think of like the
Some of them
creative
would.
stuff they
Some of them
do.
would. Yeah, but in smaller doses.
Okay, yeah, low dose one for this guy.
Yeah.
Have you? This is somewhat on the topic. Have you seen these things in like the squares over there that are like Back to the Future? That are like 3D things, like billboards that come out. And
Oh yeah.
move?
Yeah.
Have you seen these?
No.
You should check that.
They're crazy.
They're like 4K ultra reality.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
it's like 8K mirror stuff, and it goes all crazy.
Give it about 8 more years, it'll be here.
Okay.
I mean, this technology is nuts. It's crazy.
Somewhere over there, they got one that's like I think it's like a restaurant. I don't think it's a McDonald's. I don't care remember what it was. It was like a restaurant, but they were running all those prototypes for those waiter bots and all that kind of stuff too.
Oh, okay.
And the menu was doing that.
Oh, it's just like floating there,
Yeah.
and it's like it's
Yeah.
hologram.
Like you're seeing it through the Google lenses or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're big into that. I forget her name. You remember that Gucci Co pedal? There's a
yeah,
guitar
yeah.
pedal, but it's
Yeah.
based on a girl who's a hologram who's super popular in Japan. She's
Yeah.
a singer. And
Yeah.
people go to the shows.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah,
Wow.
very nice. Well, back in the good old USA in Florida, not Florida man, Florida woman.
Florida woman.
From Fox News 35 in Orlando. They're on your side, Karen. Naked woman Haley Blunt is facing all these charges. The victim told police they heard someone knocking on the front door, but when they asked who was there, no one would answer. The person later identified as Blunt went to the home's sliding glass door on the side and was knocking on the window, but wouldn't say who she was when he's like, who the fuck are you? That's when the guy just left his house and went out a different door and called cops and was out on the other side of the house to just get away from this woman, whoever this insane person is. When the police approached the front door, they found Blunt nude and bleeding from injuries she sustained while breaking the glass window. Investigators also learned Blunt, who lived in nearby residence, left her 2 young children home unsupervised, which led to a neglect charge. The children were found safe at home and were later turned over to a family member. Blunt is being held in jail without bond. And you saw a picture of her.
How much meth was there?
I don't know, but boy, she was on something.
She was trying to steal for some more.
Dude, she was out of it. Out of it. And you saw the picture. She was looked like still half on it, you know, a little strung out. A dirty Blunt. I've never, I don't think either one of you have ever gotten this fucked up where you're running around nude.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay. Have you ever completely passed out? Have you ever passed out?
Oh yeah.
My son asked me that the other day. Is you ever passed out from anything? I'm like,
I have.
actually, no.
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. Have
Vodka. A lot of vodka will do that.
Okay. So drinking, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
black out.
Yeah.
So you've done that before, drank so much you just passed out.
Yeah.
I've never done that. Gotten pretty close, but yeah.
Woke up in my friend's bathtub once. They put blankets on me.
Oh. I'm going on this vacation coming up, and you mentioned a bathtub.
Yeah.
We went to
I
Michigan
was
once.
fucked up. I don't know how I got there. I think I was super hot because it's like
You
the
don't
middle
remember.
of summer, and I just thought I think I threw up in the toilet, and I was like, oh, the tub.
Oh, there you
And-
go.
And then I leaned over the tub, and the tub was cool, and I'm like, oh, and just got in the tub and curled up.
That makes perfect
Passed
sense.
out.
And a good place for it. You can lay on your side.
It was the only thing I remember from like half that night. Yeah.
Oh, you probably didn't do that the next night, though.
No.
Yeah. And then you found edibles.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a ways. That was a ways.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, we need 20 of that. This person, one of these people I'm going on vacation with, we used to go to the Michigan-Ohio State football game. And we went to Michigan once, and we were in the lobby of the hotel, like when we first got there. And I think that's how it goes, is that this guy runs into some friend he hadn't seen in like 20 years that lives in Michigan. And then we went to a bar with them, and then we're all hanging out, and then all of a sudden this guy disappears. And he is gone like Friday night. He doesn't come to the game. He's gone Saturday night. And then he shows up at the hotel on Sunday morning. Like, where the fuck have you been? You know? Well, and then I guess he got with these people. And then he's like, we started talking. I met their family in a party. And then this morning I woke up in a bathtub in some weird neighborhood. I took an Uber here. Like, this dude just like went away for 18 hours in another state. I don't even know where he went, but his story was, I woke up in a tub and the wife and the wife or husband, somebody was yelling at him over something that happened the night before. So I don't know what he did. He like broke up a marriage and then, fun guy. He's a good guy. Can't wait to see
I don't do anything major like that.
No.
I
God,
was at
yeah.
a friend's house. We were just drinking.
Just a little vomit.
Yeah.
Just a little vomit.
I was probably like 22.
Well, okay. Virginia woman winning 50 grand first rip.
Pretty sweet.
That's the way I had to go with that. Fuck you.
I think
nice gal.
maybe the third or fourth time I ever played, I won $150.
Nice work.
Yeah.
That's it's 50 grand. This was 50 grand. Her name is Caitlin Berland of Yorktown, Virginia. She said her mother asked her to go. Would you run down real quick and get some of those quick lotto picks from the 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
So it's one of those, not even like a scratch. Or she said the errand inspired her to buy her own first lottery ticket. So she went to get it for mom. She bought one for herself. It's probably mom's. I'd check it.
No shit.
Yeah, pick 5. Beginner luck.
I mean,
number
if she only
50
bought
grand.
one, it's the one.
She got the one. So it's pick 5, and she got all 5. I mean, it's like lots of people did.
That's
You share
crazy.
she said she's going to use her winnings to help pay for her sister's college tuition.
That's
So-
all sweet.
It's a nice thing, doing something nice for someone else. You've won 150. Is that the most you won on a lotto ticket?
No, I won $500 one time on one of those random ass ones. Because when I was like 20, well, actually, because we could buy them when we were 18.
Yeah.
So it was like, you can't do that now. You got to be 21 or something.
You have to be 21 to buy them?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you could be 18. I'll be
I'm
damned.
pretty sure.
All right.
I think it all changed with like the cigarettes, tobacco, all that stuff.
Okay.
It's all 21. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure. But the first couple times I ever played, I only got them when I was going on road trips. So
Yeah.
the first time I went and I got that one, my other buddy won $200 and something on some ones that he was playing that was different. He was playing like the higher dollar ones.
Yeah.
And we were going up to, it was right after our graduation. We were going up to Michigan to go fishing. So we spent all that fucking money on like,
Okay. Perfect timing.
fishing equipment.
Way
And
to
fucking
go.
CDs or tapes to listen to on the way up there.
You were
Shit like
rich.
that. Yeah,
Nice.
it was awesome.
How about you? You won ever big on a scratcher, the lotto,
No.
anything?
No.
Same way here. I don't even. I think maybe $50 maybe once, and never this style.
When it was
bigger
500,
numbers, never.
I had to drive down to that little place in Indianapolis, and they had to like cut me a check there.
Really?
Yeah.
For 500?
Yeah, back then I think the rules were a little
Oh,
bit different.
okay.
Like whatever the game was I was playing, like I had to call the number on the back and go down there and claim it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's always great.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Caitlin Berland of Yorktown. No, really. Congratulations. Use the 50,000.
Hell
Keep
yeah.
some of it for yourself, though.
Buy some fishing tackle and some
Don't
tapes.
just buy your sister's. Don't just buy your sister's 3-year stuff to DeVry or whatever. Like,
Buy more lottery tickets
You
like
get
that other
something.
lady.
yeah, no shit.
Get
The
you a
lady the other day
million.
wasn't scared.
Yeah, get you $1 million.
Come on.
Moving on up.
So in Amsterdam, a city I've been to a couple times, beautiful, beautiful place. It's a famous Vondel Park is where the indoor space is. Vondel Park is the park they based Central Park off of in New York. New York is very much related to it was what was called New Amsterdam. It's founded Peter Stuyvesant, Bedford Stuy, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this thing is really close to the Van Gogh Museum, which I went the second time. First time I didn't. The line was too long.
Is that
And
the,
Frank Museum, never went. That line stretched for miles. And then my brother mercilessly mocked me for months. He's like, how long was the line? Was it pretty long over there? I'm like, dude, it was like 2 city blocks. He's like, how long is it from here, though? She's like, you were right there. You could have went in. Damn it, I don't want to wait 8
So I'm
hours.
done when it comes to painters and shit like that. It's like, is he the one that cut his ear off?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the one.
All right.
Yes, that's it.
He's got like the little self-portrait.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
yeah. And I like the Van Gogh stuff. It's really thick and
Yeah,
the
it's
Starry
like
Night
It's like
and
mushy painted, but you can still see all the shit.
the
in it.
sunflowers. It's
Yeah.
very thick and
Some of that stuff he did, like, is the ones you can kind of look at different angles and you kind of see a little bit different kind of shit in it.
I don't know.
Is it
I'm
kind
not
of
sure.
not one of those?
But what I do know about this museum is it's not just his stuff. So there's
Because I went through
several floors.
one. The one I went through was in Pittsburgh. It was Andy Warhol.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's bright.
Oh,
Pop art.
there's all kinds of neon shit and
Oh,
cool stuff.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So great city, great museum, very nice. And I actually I got in my house there's a framed picture. And that picture is like the size of like a wall normally. So, yeah, fun place. But this one is the parking space because there is not a lot of parking space in Amsterdam. Okay.
No,
As you can
I
tell.
would imagine.
This is of course, this is an indoor parking garage.
Right.
But yeah, it's
How much is there? Is there any like in city water travel in Amsterdam?
in city what?
Like in city water travel, like canals or any kind of things like that? In
Yeah,
Amsterdam
the
at all?
canals. The canals are all through there.
It's not like Italy or anything like that, right?
No. It's more for fun or people on houseboats. So a lot of people live on those canals in a boat.
Yeah.
And you can
wow.
park there. But most people are walking, riding a bike, and there's a tram, like an interurban.
Because I remember
and
I
of
watched
course, taxis.
because I always got on PBS and watched like Rick Steves.
Yeah.
And he did like a 3-part thing there, and he's like, all the because there's one where you could watch like the outtakes and stuff.
Yes.
And he's fucking wrecked on hash, and he's trying to walk out the door to go somewhere, and he goes, "All I want to do is eat stuff."
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I grew up watching Rick Steves.
Yeah.
And that's what gave me the fever to want to go travel and do stuff. And just thinking about that, I've never seen that. Thinking about little Rick Steves in my head, getting him all stoned, I feel bad for him. Like,
No, when he
that's
got
me. Don't be getting him all stoned.
when he got older, he got more liberal. He was asking for it. Yeah.
Okay, because he's all like, I like to watch my clothes in Woolite, and I'm eating at a small restaurant and enjoying some lemon curd with
That's
the
just
Germans.
how he talks.
You know,
Every
he's
time
all
they-
this little, nice little nerdy guy, and now you're getting him all fucking wasted on nun
No,
raper
man,
or
the
something. in it.
outtakes of him is pretty funny if you ever watch it.
Jesus. So yeah, this is right up Rick Steve's alley. But this stuff is expensive. This is an indoor spot. So
Yeah.
I mean, you would be it cost $528,000 is what it costs.
This is somebody who's going to be
$500,000.
like a rich ass dude that's going to be like, I'm going to be staying here for like 3 months. I need to park my fucking Lamborghini or my Ferrari here.
Yes, or the person I have drive me around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big spot. It can also be rented for 750 euros a month, which I'm guessing is probably something like $1,500. The Netherlands, one of Europe's most densely populated countries with 17.8 million people, is facing an acute housing shortage of some 390,000 homes.
Damn.
The average house price was 430,000 euros. The spot was 495,000. So that's $500,000. The average house price in the Netherlands.
And seeing if all
Average price.
the countries got along, all those people could move to that place in one of those big cities in China that just has like nobody in them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You've seen every those
The
documentaries.
abandoned cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's trippy.
The only problem is they're made of
Paper mache.
They're made of paper mache, salty sand, and there's no electricity.
Yeah.
They're just to look at.
It's in the middle of a wind tunnel.
Can't we just get along? So yeah, that is pricey, and that's the average. That's for a house. So yeah, good place to visit. Fantastic place to visit as a tourist, but not a place you want to live.
I think everywhere that I've gone pretty far to, like only like a few states away would I ever honestly see myself living there. Every place else I could see myself staying there for a while, but not like ever like living there.
Like a short visit.
2 or 3 weeks or
Yeah. Or if you had money, stay for a
like,
month.
Like when we were like retired age or you
Yeah.
have certain times off of the year or something like that.
But you don't want to live there.
No.
I've been there twice. It's very different than England. I went to school there, and that's you got a shared history with those people. These people are nothing but nice and speak perfect English. But it is Europe. I mean, you are now you've crossed the line. It's different. Everything is very
Because I do
different.
Canada.
Yeah.
But I don't know about anywhere else really.
This is a little different. Like I said, the
Maybe
thing-
Australia. Maybe Australia.
Australia is a lot of fun. I've never been there, but everybody's ready to speak English. They all speak English, but they love Americans.
They at least like them. Yeah.
And then the British people, same way. They're like, oh, you would do well in Australia because you two people, you guys like to shout at each other in bars and have fun.
Because like I've played video games with Australian guys and British dudes, and like, you know, when I'm talking to them, I'm hillbilly as shit. Not that I don't already sound hillbilly as hell anyway, but
No.
like, I just if you own up to whatever it is,
Yeah.
and you bag on yourself a couple times, and they tell you're self-deprecating, like you're in.
Absolutely.
Just
That's what I mean.
instantly.
Laugh
Yeah.
a little bit at
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Australians definitely, they are quick to have fun and not reserved. The British reserved.
Yeah.
Whatever. But great country. If you ever get a chance to go. But, you can smoke weed here now. But I didn't just go there for the weed. I went for the wooden shoes.
I always thought British people are like Texas Democrats, and then Australians are like your straight up liberals.
Could be.
Like
they just-
in how they interact with other people socially.
I don't know that I told this, and that's the thing too. I gotta like write down in a journal of what I've told on here, so I don't
Yeah.
keep telling the same old thing like a stupid old
That's
man.
why we re-listen.
Good. So my question is, I don't think I've told this story before. When I was in England, did I tell you this? The group of people came in through Chicago. So there was like a lawyer convention at our Fitzwilliam school. And so one day we'd been there like 2 or 3 weeks. We were staying there for like 6 or 8 weeks. And we went to lunch one day in this like little cafe, and there's people in front of us, but it's really loud. And it's a group, and they're bigger, older people. They all go through the line. We're watching them go through the line, like the lunch line.
Yeah.
And they were lawyers from Chicago, and they're like, "What's that stuff? What's that? Hey, hand me some of that. Oh, no, I wouldn't put that on your plate. What is this? What's in this? Give me that. Whatever. And we're all like sitting at the end and like watching them. And then the teacher was like, you were very British in your reserve today. And now you could see just a little.
Yeah.
So if you were there with like that was what it'd be like with a bunch of buddies there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just like, hey, yeah. Whereas we were, hello, we'll take one of these sandwiches. Thank you. You know,
Thank you so
just
much.
The nice, you know.
Like some groups are just acting like they're constantly on like a bachelor or bachelorette party
They were
theme. Just
outgoing.
going.
They're lawyers from Chicago.
Yeah.
They might be a little outspoken and outgoing,
Just a little.
but it was fun. So from
Your
Ohio,
Honor. Your Honor.
hey, yo, come on. What am I supposed to eat
This
here?
guy.
Tomatoes and mushrooms for breakfast. And now I'm from the Bronx. I don't know even where that is. But now from Marysville, Ohio. I think I've been to Marysville, Ohio.
I'm pretty
Sounds
sure
very
we all
familiar.
have. Yeah.
Okay. All this money missing. Money drops,
Weird.
dead drops that are getting found. 25 grand in a movie theater and 12 grand in a bathroom in a KFC.
Maybe it was supposed to be like a secret gift to the people who have to clean up those kind of places, but they just turned it in instead of being
Oh, that's a good thought. That'd be really nice.
Secret Santa or some shit. Or it was just drug drop-offs that didn't get picked up.
Thanks. Like I said, someone ain't alive today because this money is where the cops
Yeah,
are.
you might want to check.
Yep.
You might want to check like the air ducts or the tiles in the top if you can lift them to see if there's anything up in there.
I'm telling you, man, someone's missing this money, man.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
problem. Yeah, it's trying to figure out who it is and what it could have to do with
The
it.
owners will find you.
But here's the thing. I don't know. It could be small time people, whatever, because it says the bills were found in multiple denominations, like fives, tens, and hundreds. So when I think of big time drug dealer things, whatever, man, those are all hundreds.
Yeah, but that's
pushed into something.
that's street cash. So that probably came from like
Fives and tens.
that's probably just a middle guy that hadn't went to the big bank yet.
Okay. I mean, again, twos, ones, quarters, change. Jesus
Right.
Christ. But what would you do, Karen, if you walked into a bathroom and you went to a stall and you sat down and there was a bag and you look in this bag and there is stacks of just untraceable cash in there?
So
what
if
would
I
you do?
literally had to unzip it, I probably wouldn't open it.
Well, let's say it's a bag and you can look in there
Look in it
and
and
it is
see
just
it.
full
Just a
of
duffel bag,
cash.
40 grand in there.
What would you do? Would you just leave it there? Would you take it up front?
I'd
Would you try to
probably
sneak it out of there? What'd you do?
I'd be like, there's $35,000 in this bag.
Yeah. Look at this empty bag I found in here.
I'd probably take it up front.
This is a
'cause
sweet bag.
knowing my luck, somebody
watching.
probably try to
You'd be scared.
kill me.
So you would not take it. James,
No.
would you take something?
Yeah, about a handful. About a handful. So I got big hands too, so about a stack.
Yeah. I think the
Stack
same way
that
too.
big. Just one fat stack. Be like, it's gonna be ones and fives and whatever's. So
Couldn't do it.
the
But
fu- I would straight up tell him like, I took $5 grand out of this. So whatever the fuck you're gonna do with the rest of it, if you want to come take me for that money, come on.
Okay.
Find it maritime law.
You're going to announce. I have a feeling if I touched that money and like, I'm just going to take one of these, that I think soon you would just, I think you'd have trouble stopping. And
Yeah.
then I'm just
No.
going to keep stuffing it.
I just couldn't do
And
it.
depending on where it is, where the cameras are, I mean, how are they ever going to find me? For all I know, the person supposed to get this is dead. I'm free. You know, it wasn't even my fault. You know, or the person that owns this money has been shot way at the top, and this money's just floating.
The thing
and
I know-
no one cares about this money.
Because I would never straight up steal, but if something is found, yeah.
If I found a bag like this in a bathroom in a stall, oh, I'm pulling money out of there like you.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull
Just
money.
a handful. I'm not taking any more than what I need.
And then walking out quickly, getting in the vehicle, and never coming back, and never telling anyone about it.
Yep.
Yes.
Because they don't have cameras in the bathroom.
They do not have cameras in the bathroom yet. We're more than halfway through the show. Boy, I wish I had $40,000. And if I did, I would take it to Wilson Farm Market where I could buy fry pies, chicken at great prices. Candy.
Use cash.
Candy. I've never found anything in their portalettes.
And a discount for cash.
That's right. And that's right. You're exactly right. There's a discount if you use cash at Wilson Farm Market. So if you find drug money, bring it in. But
Found
no,
this in the toilet. I need some chicken.
hey, Scott, get me a sandwich.
What'll this buy
Might
me?
want to use gloves.
Might
with
want to use
one.
gloves. I've now they have very clean portalettes. They're called pink potties. They're all pink. It's a special company in Indy,
Yeah.
and they're totally clean. They're very nice.
Pro shitters.
They're pro shitters. There's not they're not full of graffiti
It's
Like-
not. It's not Ozfest.
It is definitely not Ozfest. They're clean. You don't get like when I was in Northwest Indiana, like in Chicago, and you go into them and it says
Like anywhere.
flush twice. People in Indiana need water too.
Or you walk out with a clap.
Yes.
Went to a Dunkin' Donuts. Everybody shit in the urinals.
Jesus.
Yes.
Oh, God. It's not like that at Wilson Farm Market. Okay. That's they're the opposite of that is where we're going.
Yeah.
See, now I don't know how we got to Dunkin' Donuts. People are shitting in the
You said
urinal.
Chicago. I just remember getting off. I went to a Cubs game. I get off the fucking train. And the only thing that was there was Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, I gotta take a piss in this Dunkin' Donuts. I walk in there. I look
Can't
around.
pull.
And I'm like, I can't.
It's full of shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so everything shit free at Wilson Farm Market. Things are clean. It's
the
good
only
stuff.
shit there is spread on the fields.
That's right. To grow delicious vegetables and fruits for you and your family.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, now the second part of the show. So, an idea of to find some weird state laws. You know, you've probably heard of these before. These, you know,
Did you know it was illegal to?
walk across the
Da-da-da-da-da.
street on a Thursday with a bird in your
It's
hand.
how they
That
got
kind
the
of stuff.
how they
Yeah.
got the term like grandfathered in, like old laws and stuff. Like that.
Grandfathered in. Well, here we go. So we've got. It's pretty exciting. And we got several, and you are going to. I'm going to read you a few, and then you can decide which one is the real state law.
Okay.
Out of the three. Okay. So this is dun, 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 dun. One of these laws is not like the other. I'm just taking a quick sip.
This law right here is racist.
It's a black screen so far. I can see it over there. There we go. It's coming. It's coming. It's on its way. Take your patience. Look at that. Ba-da-da! One of these laws is not like the
Ooh,
others.
Perry Mason.
Perry Mason, Judge Joe Brown, they're getting it done.
My
Not
grandpa
afraid of-
Vern had Perry Mason's hair. It was sweet.
Nice. Very nice. Perry Mason.
Nice.
Good
nice,
stuff. Little judge.
Nice rug.
Like that. Very nice. Beautiful. Good stuff. Let's do this. The state of Wyoming. Have you been to Wyoming?
Yes, Cowboys.
You've been there?
Yeah.
Really?
Driven back through it on the way back from California.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that a long drive through that state?
Yeah, it's the I'd say it's the second prettiest state in the union.
Okay. Well, this is Wyoming, forever west. Well, some fun facts. Wyoming has the highest rate of traffic fatalities in the country.
Yeah, there's some fucked up and it's crazy windy, and some of them are real narrow, and there's always like
And in the speed
big
limit, like
shit going down.
190?
Do what?
Isn't like 90 the speed limit? Because there's no out
There's
in the middle of nowhere?
there's some places where like
Unlimited.
if you're trying to go 60, it goes 90 because the fucking wind's pushing you if you're going one direction.
The trucks. The
Yeah,
big trucks
there's a lot of
struggle.
plateaus. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. There's always like logging trucks, and they're always about every so many miles. I'd see them going somewhere with a piece of one of those big windmills.
Okay.
So like there was a bunch of that.
Wear your seatbelt if you're in Wyoming,
Yeah.
for God's sakes. Cowboy State has the second highest rate of fatal occupational injuries. Falling off the.
Well, also Wyoming,
windmill.
Wyoming has a weird niche of a lot of older people that live around there that have like car clubs. So like when we were in one of the cities going through there,
Yeah.
like those little MG cars, like the little
Yeah.
convertible MGs. There were like 50 of them, and it was like a whole pack of people, and they just drive all around different places in Wyoming. Like I stopped and talked to one of them at the gas station because I was checking out his car.
And you had to look down at them because
Yeah.
those cars are a
Yeah,
foot off the
super
ground.
tiny. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I could not fit in this, but this is sweet. And
I had a friend in middle school that could drive early that had one of those, and we went to go buy toilet paper someone's house, and his mom drove, and we like snuggled in next to this MG, and we came out with like 6 or 8 bags of toilet paper. I just remember as soon as we looked, and the mom was in the car, and she just went
we can't put this in the car.
like this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The state has the lowest ranking for the country in their quality and patient safety environment. And this from the site I took it, our state, but this is not the state I'm in. Wyoming has the second highest suicide rate in the country. I believe they're just behind Montana.
And both of those are mostly because of how far apart everybody is.
Yeah, you're just very out in the
You're
middle of
probably
nowhere.
really far away from somebody getting help to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got to be ready. It's tough country out there.
Yep.
Forever West. Yeah.
That's why like most of the people live there all live around Cheyenne and the big cities.
Yeah, because out in the middle, you are
Yeah.
alone now.
Yeah.
Well, here's 3 ones. No woman may wear dirty boots to church. No child under 10 may purchase ice cream, or no pictures of rabbits in June. Which one do you think would be the one that is the law that's the silly law that's real?
That's real.
a real Wyoming law.
You want me to
Karen,
guess- you want me to guess
you can
first
both
since
have a
you guys
guess.
hired
Like,
me
you know, maybe you both
guessing
agree.
after you?
I mean, the dirty boots thing. I mean, like you saw. I mean, did I show you the? Oh shit.
I think the no child should be able to purchase ice cream under 10.
Could make some sense. Karen,
So that means they're not accompanied.
that's
I'd
right.
say no woman may wear dirty boots in church.
Good guesses, but I'm afraid it's this one. There was a law in the books in Wyoming in 21 that stated it was illegal to take a photo of a rabbit or any wildlife from January to April without a permit, but it was probably meant for commercial photographers, you know, tromping out in the middle of nowhere, destroying the environment. And it's not forever for the public, and that is no longer a law anyway. So that's not even. That girl looks really familiar. If you've ever seen The Music Man, just
No.
me, Amaryllis. I'm on my own. The three people or anybody watching, moving on.
I don't watch movies, man. Sorry.
Ohio, the state bordering Indiana. This is some different facts that I found on the internet from somebody. Everyone is a raving lunatic when it comes to football. I think they're into football, James.
A little bit.
We'll tell you we have good chili, but really.
Yeah.
And the article I read was like, everyone says that Cincinnati chili is so
No,
great.
It's terrible.
But it's just the people that lived around it and their kids and made to eat it. The rest of us all hate it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I do like it. I like a little bit of it on the spaghetti.
It tastes like how I remember being poor.
Okay.
Like I told you about government cheese.
Yes.
That's what Skyline
Government
chili,
chili.
reminds me. Yeah.
Government chili. We wear Sperry's even though we don't own a boat.
What's Sparings?
Those are those like the boating shoes, like dock shoes, like
Oh,
comfortable little slip-ons.
okay.
And
I always just called them loafers. Yeah.
the person I'm going on vacation with is from Ohio, and so I'm gonna ask him
It's got sweater vests.
if he's got Sperry's.
Sperry's.
Yeah, and if that's a thing. So in Ohio, is that anyone from Columbus may not give a person from Ann Arbor an orgasm. The name LeBron is banned within Cleveland city limits, or it is legal to throw a snake at someone, but illegal to shake one at them.
I believe the third one is
They
correct.
get much easier, so you should
Yeah,
move on.
Yeah,
the
the
third
third
one's
one.
correct.
Okay.
The first one is probably like a hazing urban.
Well, the first one, do you remember?
Folklore.
There was an ESPN Sports Center bumper on like several years ago, and it was like, and it was a woman and a guy, and one had an Ohio State sweatshirt on, the other one had the Michigan,
Yeah.
and they were making out on the couch, and they said, without sports, you know, this wouldn't be disgusting or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because hey, listen, if you have never been around Ohio State, Michigan football sporty people in your life,
I love
Jesus.
the anthems that they sing.
God,
Oh, it's great.
it's
We don't
very
give a damn
serious.
about the whole state of Michigan.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
We
kids
hold
know it from their little. Hey, fuck Michigan. It's a place we don't talk about. It is very,
random huge guys would just yell out, Ann Arbor's a whore.
Yeah, you guys suck. I went to a bar once in Ann Arbor. Everyone that had Michigan stuff on it in my group got real glasses, and the people that didn't have it on got shit cups. They really treat you different and are mean to you. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's actually false. This is anyway. Like I said, some of these I got. This guy's list is fucked up too. It's part of the fun. It's illegal in Toledo to throw a snake at anyone. Or another variation, it's illegal to throw a snake, but illegal to shake it at someone. They're both false. But it is illegal to own a venomous snake or reptile in Ohio.
There you go, Joe.
There you go. Keep safe. How about Idaho? Have either of you been to Idaho? Did you drive through Idaho? while you
Little
were
tail
at
end
it?
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tail end of it.
Okay. Only thing I found about this was there you go. I didn't read this article. I have no idea. Here's something I do know about Idaho. I watched something about a year ago, and it was from a person that sells property there.
Yeah.
And so they're giving you this short, like, so you're thinking about coming to Idaho. And it was mostly pointed towards people who are running from California.
Everybody that left California went there. Yeah.
And so they're like, something to remember is that I guess if you have allergies and things like
Yeah.
your nose, Idaho is severe, and it's for months and
Months
it's,
at a time,
and it's
yeah.
brutal. Okay,
Right.
so you get if you have trouble in somewhere like Indiana
Yeah.
or California, don't move to Idaho.
And my Zyrtec was working overtime through a lot of those spots, especially because when you come down from foothills,
Yeah.
yeah, there's nothing but goldenrod and giant tulips.
It's
and fucking
flowery
just tons of
and
flowers
just it's everywhere
for miles.
What's the stuff in the air? What is it? The pollen.
Pollen,
and
yeah.
oh god. Okay, so yeah, bad. That's what they're sitting in a field of that shit.
Yeah.
They're like, God, just get us out of here. That guy's a funky eye though. On
She
the
hit
right,
him.
she whooped his ass.
Yeah.
I told you I
him,
want to fucking move.
She said, "Calm down." The youngest and punched him in the eye.
Yes,
Or
I don't know
actually,
who that
probably
kid,
the little kid probably punched him.
I don't
in
even
the
know
eye.
who this kid is now. Like who's it could be?
I'm missing a tooth because of my kid about that age. Shit.
Bad kids.
Yeah.
Rice may never be served as a side dish. No movies may be filmed in Idaho, or it is illegal to give a girlfriend less than a 50-pound box of chocolate. Maybe this one isn't as easy.
I think number 2 is right. No movies may be filmed in Idaho.
Karen, you leaning towards one?
I don't know why, but I want to say rice may never be served as a side dish.
Now, rice may never be served as a side dish because, they make a lot of potatoes there. So it should be illegal to have rice. No movies may be filmed there. Well, one of Napoleon Dynamite actually filmed in Ohio. It's the chocolate thing. Both are passed around. This, despite dozens of websites that claim it's illegal for a man to give his sweetheart a box candy less than pounds, it does not really exist. That's a fake law.
50 pounds.
Mm-hmm. So, there you go. Eat away, ladies. It's no problem. Those are real ladies, too. The other one I have on here later, it's AI generated.
Really?
Okay.
Huh.
Welcome to Sweet Home, Alabama. Stars fell on Alabama. Have either of you been to Alabama?
Yep.
Okay. Yes?
Yeah.
Like stayed there, or just drove through it?
Probably drove through.
Okay. All right. James, did you hang out there? Or you just drive?
I think we stayed one night at a hotel, and we went to Mississippi, then cut across.
Oh, nice.
And went back up.
It's a nice area. I've been through it. I have never stayed there.
Fish-
According to a recent study
Fished there,
down the south. Oh, you fished.
like the very northern part of Alabama.
Oh,
Went
okay.
fishing there.
Tuscaloosa, is that in the north?
No, it's a little bit further.
I
Down.
don't know what I'm talking about.
It's all fucking hot.
I just know that Alabama is a 2024's fourth worst state to raise a family. Personal finance website found that Wallet Hub, so you can trust it. Found that Alabama, when you need the facts, go to Wallet Hub. They're always doing some wank like this. They were 48th in infant mortality rate. Jesus, 44th in families living in poverty, and 42nd in separation and divorce out of all 50 states.
Damn.
Hooray! So is it, if you attend Auburn University, you must register as a sex offender. If you attend Alabama
Eagle.
University, you must register as a communist. Or dominoes may not be played on Sunday.
Well, it's dominoes.
Pretty clear cut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dominoes, but-
they're jokes. We're just having some fun here. And this one's true. There's the criminal code. It's illegal to race, hunt, or play cards or dominoes on a Sunday.
Really?
Race
Yep.
on a Sunday.
My guess
They
is
have
that
NASCAR races there.
my guess is that this is still on the books, yet is not being enforced. It's just one of those old ones that, no one's gonna arrest you. This is a
We're gonna get you
long
for a race.
time ago.
Saw you running in the yard.
Terrible. How about Kentucky? Getting closer to our state. All right. The study ranked each U.S. state based on public school rankings, and it was found that the Bluegrass State was one of the worst states for working parents. But I've been to Kentucky several times. I have stayed in Kentucky
It
several
all just
times.
depends on where you're at in Kentucky.
Of course. I think it's a beautiful state, and it's a wonderful place. Karen, how do you feel
Yeah.
about Kentucky?
Oh gosh, yeah.
I got a ton of family that lives there. It's great.
Stayed there.
Have you been to any exciting things in Kentucky? Did you go to Mammoth Cave?
Yes.
Yep.
Mammoth Cave.
You've been to Mammoth Cave?
Yep.
Did you go in school? Did you go on school trips?
No.
Okay. I've never been
Pretty
to
cool.
Mammoth Cave.
It's pretty sweet.
Or
Zip lining.
the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green.
Yes, I've been to that.
I've never been
Not
there.
done that.
Caved in.
I've just mostly been to Caved In?
Isn't that the one that caved in? No, that was Florida, right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh.
There was the one that had a sinkhole
Oh,
and all the Corvettes caved in it, and then they pulled them all out.
Oh.
I don't know if it was that place. I think it was Florida.
Hope it's not Bowling Green.
No, I
That's
think it's
the
Florida.
whole damn. How about these? We're a goddamn commonwealth, not a state. Get it right. Hear that all the time.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking state. We're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic. All baptisms must use holy mint juleps instead of water. And that's like Father Justin the other day. That AI priest that was telling you could baptize people in Gatorade.
Yeah.
It is illegal to marry the same man more than 3 times.
Ooh. I'm gonna say it's 3, but I think my aunt might have broke that. She might have married my uncle 2 or 3 times. I can't remember. But
Okay.
I think one of them was in Indiana though, so it don't count.
My guess is that person just said it's illegal to marry probably the same cousin more than 3 times. Did I get
Yeah.
the joke right? Okay, he says it doesn't. Okay, I just was checking. In Kentucky, it is illegal for a woman to marry the same man 4 times. That is true. If you and your spouse plan on getting divorced for a 3rd time, better make sure it's your last. You will not be permitted to marry again. It's a law.
Wow.
I found
You
this
know
one.
what they say about a black guy? She ain't never gonna do it again.
I did. I just put in black-eyed bride, and there was one lady. She was like sitting down at a table with the word bride on a shirt. But then this lady came up with actual sunglasses, and I went to the story. And this lady, I have no idea how many times she's been married or anything. But the guy she married, she got sunglasses. She got in a fight with the caterer. The caterer whooped her ass. Whooped that ass.
Oh,
like
wow.
fucking
That's
Rocky.
fucked up.
Rocky 2.
Isn't that like what happens if you get shot like with a gun in the eye?
It
How
looks
does your
like-
eye do that?
Looks like somebody photoshopped another mouth on her face.
It looks like if I tilted it this way, I might be half attracted to it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Put a little blonde hair around it. I'm right there, dude. She'd be all cockeyed.
It looks like a
Thank
woman.
you.
It looks like a woman with lipstick, and she's starting to grow another chin on the side of her head. Is what it looks like. See, like with a mouth growing on the side of her face. She's got two mouths, right, with two eyes. That's what it looks like.
I would love to
She
know.
put lipstick on that one though.
What do you think she's talking about? What do you think she's
That
talking about?
motherfucker hit me. I
I
wasn't
was just getting ready to say that motherfucker.
She's
That
telling,
son bitch.
she's telling somebody about that motherfucker over
The
there.
fuck it is. Something like that. Something
It's
that
my-
goes up at the end and is challenging.
I told him if he didn't have more Coors Light in the truck, I was gonna beat his ass, and
That's-
he hit me right.
Whoop
in the
his
face.
ass. Whoop that ass. Fuck, that's crazy. Oh boy.
Hi.
Delaware.
We're in Delaware.
From Reddit, I just saw this. I was looking for stuff. This is the worst state I've been to in my life. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with all you people? And you know what? The people, they didn't agree with him as I read that thread. Man, they really got on that guy. Wayne's World is prohibited anywhere in the state. Anyone named Biden must be euthanized at 80 years old, or it is illegal to get married on a dare.
It's illegal to get married on a dare.
Nice. Very good. Let's take a look here. Yes. In Delaware, you can take back a marriage done on a dare. And if you were married on a dare in Delaware, state law allows you to seek an annulment rather than a divorce. Now, how are you going to prove it was a dare? That's my question. You come to court, prove it. What if that person says, no? What if they say no?
I guess
just-
that's where phones come in.
Just take off running.
I guess so. Hi, I'm in Delaware.
I'm not signing shit.
We're in Delaware. Yeah. I have a father-in-law that now lives in Delaware. He was in Pennsylvania.
Isn't it like
Awkward.
just like a little square?
It's very small.
Yeah.
And then the person back here that hates everyone that lives there, this guy was on this rant and he's like, and he's just like, it's the most ghetto place ever. Wilmington, there's either sirens or gunshots everywhere. Everywhere's a ghetto. Everyone's super rude. No one can drive. Everyone goes 20. I mean, it got into where evidently something happened when he was driving because everyone's driving 20 under the speed limit. Everyone's jamming on their brakes. You know, this guy was angry. And then people are like yelling back at him. And finally, he's like, well, to tell you the truth, I'm just stuck in this fucking state because I got in a car accident and I lost all my shit and I had to stay here for 2 years. You know, so who knows? It's all probably made up. They're all bots. It's all fake. And it was all from like 6 or 7 years ago. So the conversation going back and forth was very 2020. It was a lot of fun. Oh my God. So anyhow, yeah. Don't get married on a dare.
Okay.
I don't think I have to ask you to tell you about that. Last one. Back home again in Indiana. What is Indiana worst at? I didn't type that in. That's what it said. I think that's wrong grammatically.
Air quality.
The category that Indiana received the poorest ranking in was lifestyle habits and health outlook, receiving a score of 82 out of 100. Hoosiers received a slightly lower rank for disease risk factors, score of 72. So, see, Indiana has some bad stuff. Now, or maybe we're just worst at podcasting. That could be bad too.
Yeah.
How about these? Only men with a penis shorter than 3 inches may participate in the Little Five. If you live within 90 miles of Indianapolis and think you're going to watch the 500 live on TV, you can go fuck your own face. Or no one may catch a fish with his bare hands.
Well, that's the third one.
Yeah. The middle one used to be true.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Good job. You know why I'm not that into this racing? Because I couldn't fucking see it. Nice work.
Yeah.
You can fucking watch it till like midnight. Stupid. It's got the stands are filled with like 500 million people from all over the world. And these rich cunts down here had to black it off TV because I live 90 miles and I'm supposed to buy a fucking ticket.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. Anyway, go F1.
So
And that little, you know what the little 5 is, Karen?
no.
James, tell her what the little 5 is.
Do they do? Is it the one they do at the bicycle track?
Bam. It's at IU, they do a bicycle, it's a bicycle race.
I was
Called Little
expecting
Five.
something else, but okay.
Bam.
So that's it. In Indiana, it's real. No one may catch a fish with his or her bare hands. And you also are not supposed to shoot them with a gun or a crossbow, and you're not supposed to noodle. Can't do it.
Oh.
It's a law. I don't think anybody would really I mean, if catch you doing it, but the dynamite thing and
I
gun
was getting ready to
thing,
say,
the
what
dynamite
about
thing, you might
dynamite?
get
I was
in
getting ready to
trouble.
ask if we could throw explosives.
Don't do that. So I put on this one, I just put fat woman holding a fish. And I typed that in, and I was like, fat woman with a fish. There's one I had on before where a woman had caught some kind of a carp, and it was a real picture, and she was laying down, and this carp was like on top of her. I almost used that one.
God.
But then I found this one, and then why I kept it is because this is a completely AI made photo. This is not a real
Really?
person, not a real fish. All of that
I can
cellulite
tell
is
it's
made
not
up.
a real fish. It looks like one of those Billy basses.
Yeah. Take me to the river ride. And that has been one of these laws. It's not like the others. Big fun. Big fun. And that's it for today.
Good job.
I want to remind you we're sponsored by Wilson Farm Market in Arcadia, fry pies, chicken, all that stuff, which I'm going to go grab before I go on my vacation. Also, Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works.
They're always wonderful. Thank you for letting us use the tap room.
Talk to Ryan and see if you can take a growler with you.
Take a growler with me? Oh, I don't know. We'll
That'd
drink
be
it on the
fun.
way there. It's going to be wild.
You have to travel with it in your trunk.
Yes. Keep it wrapped. Put it in some peanut butter.
Well, no, because if you have it in the car, because they can't seal the top of a growler, you
Oh,
can
that's right.
open.
I'll sip on it.
Open.
We're just going up 31 on Thursday. It'll be fine. We can sip on it. You can drink. I think you can drink as you go north.
You got to get caught, Karen.
Yeah.
I know.
I
But
have been. I'm the only one
I
who's
know.
been caught. You guys have never been in jail once. It's been like twice. Jesus. So anything you want to say before we go? It's Wednesday. Anything you want to say to the people? Anything you got going on today? Anything
perk up. I know it's raining.
perk up? Yes, at least here.
It's gonna
kind
be
of
all
a-
right.
Kind of a crappy day. James, anything? I know you're looking forward to probably getting to bed.
Yeah, go to sleep, get up, do it all over again, and start prepping for Friday.
Woo!
Ooh, yeah.
And again, don't forget, comment on one of our social media platforms this month. We're picking the winner, $100 gift card and the shirt. And be sure to tune in Friday. James is hosting the show. I have not
Yeah.
been shown anything. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'll be watching along with you. Let's watch together live. It should be a good time. So best of luck to both of you. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you guys Monday.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll see you guys Monday too. And so Bill Gant signing off here, reminding you to treat other people how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up. And now you go make somebody laugh today because I'm on vacation. Yeah.